this boot. You love this boot. It's been in retail for well over $200. Yeah. So we are excited and actually delighted to be able to bring another fantastic sale price that you won't find anywhere else for Vince Camuto at under $90. We're talking leather, we're talking suede. Here's the other beautiful thing. First off, a lot of beautiful things. Love my favorite, that stretch in the back, which we'll talk about all those great benefits. But we also have this available in your medium sizing, which is like basically the standard. I'll give you that measurement. And then we have the wide sizing on these. So if you have maybe a more athletic or fuller calf, we have that wide for you, and we don't always see that.
And I don't want to interrupt you because you're going to go through the colors, but you actually have two different options. So you have medium and wide here in the shaft, and medium and wide in the footbed.
Oh, we have both.
You have both.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so you have to pick between, you have to pick your size, pick your width, and pick your shaft width.
Gotcha, and your color.
Yes.
So we have
four
things to think about. But you know what? Don't think too hard. It's on hsn.com because at this value, they absolutely will not last. So we have another thing too, which we don't typically do. We have sizes 5 through 12.
Yes.
And half sizes in between.
That's right.
Right? So medium and wide width, and then medium or wide opening at the top. Here's your color choices. Let's see with FlexPay, you can get these home for $30. Wow, that's amazing. So we have this available in the, is this what we're calling the Rishi?
Yes, Rishi.
Rishi. Rishi in the suede and the stretch in the back. I love this
And
blue.
this is really special to mention when we're going through the colors, how important and special it is that it's actually the tonal look. So many boots that had a stretch back are black in the back.
You're right.
So this gives that gorgeous elongated look, and all of them are going to match.
What a
we'll
great
show you the
point.
next one. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing. This we're calling sapphire, but it's like a true great, like
Isn't
a bright navy.
Stunning? Yes.
Love it. Okay, how rich is this
The
croco?
brown croco. So, and again, you have that gorgeous stretch back that matches right back to the croco material. This is a printed croco material.
They're calling
so
that
stunning.
brownie croc, and you're ordering. Okay, and all the hardware is going to match the color too, which I love. And then you're wearing that black. How sharp is that?
Yeah. Look at that. So beautiful. And this is all genuine leather on the black and all genuine suede on sapphire and Rishi.
Okay, on these two colors. Let's talk about this heel. Perfect heel height.
Yeah, the gorgeous stacked heel, that large strike surface. I love a good stacked heel. Not too high, not too low. We've been on our feet for a long time, but especially us where we need a little bit of height, this is the perfect way to do it without sacrificing any comfort.
And that's a 2 1/4 inch, again, but a good block stacked heel. Like you said, it gives you that nice striking base, so you don't feel like you're weebling or wobbling, but you get a little bit of lift out of it. And it also, it has, of course, the little platform on there. Okay, let's talk about the importance of that stretch in the back case, because when we tell you this was designed for all women, I mean, truly everybody, even those who've never been able to wear a tall boot before.
You're so right, and it really was designed, honestly, from all the women. It was designed by women for a woman who knew what she wanted. Vince Camuto would always, and that's how he started. He was selling shoes in a store and would talk to them about what they wanted. And he knew they wanted a stretch back.
Yeah.
They wanted to be able to do everything that they could do in a sneaker. They wanted to be able to walk, have that flexibility, have the bend in the leg, right? Be able to drive a car. So many boots in the back are too stiff. They go up too high. So you have that nice step down detail, which is really important. So you can bend that knee, sit at the dining room table over a holiday meal or with family, or head out to a restaurant and still be really comfortable. So that stretch back does that. It really does feel like it's a legging on your leg. That's really the perfect way to explain how a stretch back feels, because we do get that question a lot. Is what is a stretch back? It feels like you have a legging on.
I want to show something too. If we come over here to the side, right? So you as well, Case, because we're both 5 foot. You're 5'2".
5'2".
Okay, we're both 5'2". Here's the thing: for years, I don't know about you, I love a tall boot, but a lot of them are way too tall. So, and it would come up, and I wouldn't be able to bend my knee because I have shorter legs. So that being number one. But you'll notice too, and we're 5'2". Our models are 8, 9, or 5'10". Okay, so you're gonna see it, and we'll go over with them. But this is what I would love.
And that's that step down detail.
Here.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Look at that.
Love that.
Right? So it's never gonna be, again,
so you can
stiff.
bend?
Yes. All of that. I mean, look, it's just, it's so smart and so rich.
The reason that's important is a lot of backs went up to the crease behind the knee.
Yeah.
And then you can't bend, it's digging in, it hurts, there's buckles.
Yeah, I can't wait.
This is why stretch back is so important.
But I love a tall boot. I think it's the sexiest, richest look in an accessory.
Because once you put it on, the whole outfit comes together.
That's it. That's the
exactly.
pop.
It
Yeah.
really is, and it creates a nice, long, lean look, creates that polished look that we're looking for. People always say, wow, she looks so put together. It's the boot.
Yeah.
The boot, I mean, we know, everyone knows footwear is so important to your outfit. It really can transform a look, especially can transform season to season as well. But a stretch back boot is the perfect accessory within your wardrobe because it gives you that versatility to wear it so many different ways.
And you could be on your feet all day and not even know it. I mean,
All
honestly,
day.
that's how comfortable these
And
are.
especially because you have that customization. Right now, you know, it's all about that personalization and getting something that works for you, your lifestyle, and your body type. So this boot gives you the opportunity to choose your size, choose your foot width,
Yes.
choose your calf width, choose your color.
And please understand, people are asking because it doesn't say leather or suede on the graphic. These are.
Yeah, this is
At under
genuine
$90.
suede with the stretch back and genuine leather with the stretch back.
So if you went into retail, in comparison, you're gonna be spending $229. You just happen to be watching HSN this evening, and it's $89.99, which is so exciting, where you can customize whether you have a medium or average width, in sizes 5 through 12, half sizes as well, if you have a wide width. It is so hard. If you're a wide, I always talk about my Aunt Jessie from years ago. She had a wide width, and she was like a 9, and it would be terrible. We go into department stores, nothing. And then when she would be able to find something, they're like, oh, we'll custom order it for you. Well, we lived up north. By the time she would get it, the season would be over. It was, you know what I mean? So we have something for everyone. And then if you do have a fuller calf, no problem. We have that wider opening. So the actual wide open is gonna be 17 inches.
Yes.
On the average, it's gonna be 15 3/4 of an inch, right?
But it's also important to note that this is a 4-way stretch detail in the
Good
back.
point.
So I'm gonna take out this insert on
Right.
this blue one. I'm going to show you. I'm just gonna hand it off. Thank you. So what's important to that is between 15 and 17-inch difference, so you got almost a 2-inch difference. You also have the 4-way stretch back. Look at this stretch. So no matter what, even if you are the wide calf, you're also getting that incredible stretch detail. What's very important about this 4-way stretch detail is years ago, we always used to have goring. Many brands had goring. Goring, you would see the stretch.
V right
yes,
here
and you would
most times.
see a lot of the stretch detail. If it looked like it was stretched, you couldn't, like, it didn't look good, right? It looked very, very bad. Like, why is that boot so tight on that person? When this boot is stretched, so if you get the wide width, but you still want to tuck in your denim, you want to put the leggings on, you want to have other layers in your pants, so your boot might stretch a little. It never looks like it's stretched.
You know what? You're right.
Look at
Absolutely.
that.
And then the same color, too.
Completely clean back when I stretch it all the way out. You see no stretch. Isn't that, it's like magical.
It really is. I know we're going to be putting a clock up on the screen right now. If you want the black, in both average and in wide width, in wide opening and an average opening, I only have a couple hundred remaining. Oh, Vince Camuto, #1 top selling $230 boot that we're doing today. I love it at under $90. Kate, let's walk over with our beautiful gals, because I think that's a great point too for every woman out there who's watching, and or gentlemen are looking for a great gift to give to your daughter, to your sister, to your wife, to your whomever, your granddaughter. We come in all different sizes and heights, right?
Yes.
I've always said that, being shorter, it's always been hard. I think it's the most sophisticated, sexy look, a nice tall boot on a woman,
Every season.
I agree.
It's always on what to buy this season, a tall boot.
Yeah.
No matter what, it is on every list. Influencers say it. Celebrities say it. The highest end, brands say it. You need a tall boot.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's got to be the right tall boot.
And if it can be a designer like Vince Camuto, who knows boots, that's where it all started for Vince Camuto, who knows quality fabrications in suede and leather, expect us nothing but the best. I'm not wearing, I don't know, do you guys have socks on or anything?
No.
No, do you have socks on
I do
with
have
yours?
a pair of socks on right
so
now.
either or, I mean, honestly, it is so cushioned from the back of the toe,
You don't
or
need it.
heel to the toe, and I love it. It's a slight little round, and each hardware, I know we'll go through that in a minute, is gonna be different on whichever color that you choose.
That's correct. So you have like the burnished gold. You have that nice hematite. So you really cannot go wrong.
Your
On
black
this one,
has
look
the
at this.
gold.
Yep, the gunmetal on the blue.
Yes.
What's also great is you can roll this up. Travel in this. Throw it on your carry-on if you want to. That's how I got here today. I put it in my carry-on. Easy peasy. It doesn't weigh a lot.
I want to wait, yeah,
Look at
because it's
this.
not, a lot of times I'll tell a boot too,
Yeah.
especially, well, first off, you're not gonna be able to do that because, you know, that's the quality, right, that we're talking about here.
But when it's on, it stays completely up.
That's the difference. And then the bottom, I wanted to mention that because obviously if it gets a little cold or icy or, you know, again.
The rubber treaded outsole.
Perfect.
It keeps it also lightweight.
Right.
Which is really nice as you're walking around too.
All right, we are very, very busy. I'm so happy for you. As gifts, can you imagine this in a Vince Camuto box? I think we all could, right? Under the Christmas tree, that big boot box, and they open up and you smell the leathers, and it's like,
and the box is a party every time I get one. I still get product in the mail, and I get so excited. It's a gorgeous gray box. It's all piped in fluorescent hot pink, and I mean, the box is part of the gift. You can immediately smell the materials. You can smell this leather and smell the suede, and you know it's luxury. What's also so great about Vince Camuto shoes specifically is they're also broken in for you. You get them out of the box, you immediately put them on. I have socks on today, but often I wear them without socks as well, especially as we were transitioning from the warm weather to cold weather. I could wear them with tights. I never get a run on my tights. Everything's lined on the inside. We have a gorgeous micro suede lining on the inside, as well as our memory and foam footbed. So you get that nice little, I always say a little pep in your step. It's like a little mattress under your foot. And it's not too padded, so your feet don't feel swallowed in it. Just enough. But it really keeps your feet feeling almost, I always say, like young and invigorated, because you can walk around for so long in them.
So that's such a great point. Okay, here's your color choices once again in this final minute. We have the Rishi, which is this like beautiful, almost like a burnished brown, if that makes sense.
A little bit of taupe in there.
Yeah, it's a great, great, great neutral.
Beautiful.
Now it's gonna have the gold hardware. This is what we're calling sapphire. Love that with like the little gunmetal. And then I've been wearing the brown Croco. I just think that's so rich looking. Oh, it's all leather. And then lastly, black. Black could sell out in the next few moments. Hey, we have the free shipping. $229 is exactly up in your high-end stores where you'd find Vince Camuto. You would expect to pay for these. Today, they're on sale with FlexPay at under, what's it, $30 to get them home. And even with our shoes, you always have your money back guarantee. And now we have extended returns going on. So if you're gifting this, you have until January 31st, 2025.
Yeah, and if it is for you, you know you get that customization. So definitely look at the options when you're placing that order. And you know, maybe you do want you know, a regular width in the foot, but a wide calf in the shaft. So you have that option to get it for yourself.
And that's hard to find in retail.
Very hard. We've never, this is the first time a brand has had all three options customizable.
That's great.
In a boot where you get the